Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we are going to be finishing up Chapter 1 in Final Fantasy Tactics here. Now, before I left you last time, I said to grind to level 10. That way we can finish off this last leg of the first chapter here and still be on par with the levels as far as the enemies that we're going to be encountering. Now, what did I do in that grind time? Let's talk a little bit about our character builds before, again, we get into the story. So, going over to the character builds here, I will throw myself down here. Ramza. As far as Ramza's progression, I want him as a monk, and that's because monks are just really well-rounded classes, and Ramza's metal abilities, his squire abilities, just pair beautifully with monk. But that's not where we're going to leave Ramza at. While we're grinding and leveling off screen, we're going to be moving him a little bit into Geomancer, and then we're going to go down the Archer, Thief, and then eventually the Ninja tree line here, because Ninja has dual wield, which means when we go back to Monk, we'll be able to punch really hard twice. And additionally with Ramza here, Thief, they have a great movement ability in movement +2, but also throughout our playthrough, we're going to want a Thief eventually, somebody who's really good at stealing. Might as well just make that Ramza because he's just a really well-rounded character. Now moving to our next character, Robert, he is our archer at the moment. He is probably going to bounce around a little bit. I think we will get him down the ninja line just like Ramza is, and then he'll probably hit Thief first, but he's still a little bit up in the air. Not sure what to do with him yet. Lettuce here, our black mage, they unlocked Time Mage here, and they also are going to need to go around and get to White Mage so we can get Mystic and then Orator as well. All the 5 of these classes have a lot of abilities that we're going to want, but Lettuce here is going to be our magic damage dealer, so Summoner later on, not a bad choice. But we want Time Mage here, and that's simply because Time Mage has just really good abilities across the board. For the reaction ability, Mana Shield, this is going to be something we're going to talk about a little bit later on, but Swiftness is the big pickup here that we want for every spellcaster, because even though we're casting Thunder and Thundara right after we cast it and we use the spell, Swiftness is going to help us do that with the higher level spells, so we can do a lot more damage really quick. Additionally, Teleport. 3000 JP. This was usually a go-to for a movement ability, but that JP cost is something that you might want to hold off on grinding for until we get to like Chapter 3 or Chapter 4. I just don't think it's worth it just yet. But that's our plan for Lettuce. So again, magic damage dealer. We're going to get Mana Foot. Why I mentioned that we want to go down this White Mage route is because Mystic here has Mana Font, and that'll give us a passive way to get MP for our magic abilities, obviously. So that's a really good pairing there. Our next character, Damon, he is going to be a knight for our story missions. He's going to do the same thing that Ramza is essentially doing, where going down the Thief line to get to Ninja, but we're going to have to stop at Geomancer, which means we need to go to Monk. His secondary jobs that we're actually, or secondary job, yeah, that we're going to be going for is actually Archer and his aim abilities. So that way when Damon here gets up close to somebody, we're going to use that aim ability, it'll synergize with dual wield, and he's just going to do a truckload of damage. So that's kind of going to be his role here, is just to be really tanky and to do a lot of physical damage. And then our last character here is Evangeline. She is our support magic caster. Sticking with White Mage, we're going to unlock Mystic, we're going to get Orator, and those are kind of the... Orator is what I think we'll keep her at maybe in the later game, because you do want an Orator on your team to get recruit monsters eventually later on. We'll talk about that more so in Chapter 2, Chapter 3, but she also wants to dabble in Time Mage as well, for the same reason that the Black Mage also wants to go Time Mage, and that's for Swift Spell. So that's kind of our plans for our jobs as far as our builds are concerned. I would say the first iterations of our builds, because they're going to alter slightly probably at the beginning of Chapter 4, maybe later act of Chapter 3. But right now, that's what we're aiming for. Everybody is still on par with the level as far as the story. But I would be focusing on those other jobs and leveling those when you're doing random encounters and you're grinding. I wouldn't necessarily be bringing something you're not comfortable with in these story missions, because we still want to succeed and beat the story. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, that's the build and what the up-to-date with our party. Let's go ahead and just get straight into the story here. And we're going with the Fovoham Windflats. It's like a windmill location, but this is a tough fight.
But why kidnap the girl? And a Beoulve at that? We had to take a hostage. There was no other way to escape.
Wygraf here, he is not having a good time with his subordinates. They are all just basically going against his ideals and what they started the Corpse Brigade for.
Then why not release her once you are clear of your pursuers? By bringing her here, you've done naught but ensure that House Beoulve and the Northern Sky come hunting us in force. Do not tell me this madness has taken even you.
Liken me not to Gustav. I've more sense than that faithless cur. Think, Wygraf. We've lost the greater part of our number, and the Order closes upon us from all sides. She is of Beoulve blood. 100 swords, 1,000 could not buy our freedom with such ease.
Funny thing is, she's not. She's actually just Delita's sister, so they kind of grabbed the wrong girl.
So we fly. What then? Know you some happy haven in which we may alight?
I'm wondering why Teacher just doesn't say, hey, I'm not actually a Beowulf, I'm just, a commoner.
If we flee, they win once more, as they have always won.
Especially after the guy in charge here is telling, the person who kidnapped you to let you go. I feel like this would be a good time for her to chime in, but...
We must make for our children a fairer future than the past you and I have known. They must not suffer as we do. The stones we cast might raise only the smallest of waves, but see how they crash upon the shore. Waves rich with our blood, 'tis true.
Then for the sake of the cause you order us to our deaths?
If by our deaths a single drop of noble blood should water the earth, they shall not be in vain.
Foolishness. The only blood the earth will drink will be our own.
The remainder of our forces should yet be safe in our fastness at Ziekden. We must rejoin them. Together we have the strength to strike.
Ziekden is ultimately our destination as well.
And if they are already dead?
Meljuda. Slain.
That's... How did that happen?
My dear sister. Not you two.
So he's realizing that his cause, this war that he's waging against the nobles, it's exacting a price, in this case his sister, but I think Wygraf here is somebody who he knew what he was getting into before he started this, essentially.
The company which slew her must approach even now. Your orders, Commander?
We quit this place at once. We shall make for our fastness at Ziekden. The girl will be left here, Gragarov.
The Northern Sky is upon us! They attack!
They waste little time. I shall hold them off here. Gragarov, you will take the others and make for Ziekden.
So, seems like we're just...
I will run, yes. But I do not mean to die.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, it seems like we just need to win this battle, and then we'll be able to save Titra. We do have to probably fight Wygraf here, though. That could be... He seems like a tough cookie. Now, we get our party here. We're going to put Ramza probably closer to the front line. Let's put our archer back here. Let's give ourselves our mage over here. And then one more character. Oh, I feel like they just gave us the freedom to place all 5 of our units, and they take it away. We're going to go with a lot of damage in this fight. I want to check something real quick. Okay, good. Our archer here, we got concentration as our support ability, meaning he's essentially never going to miss with his bow, even if he's shooting somebody in the front. So, really good trait there. Really wanted to make sure that we had that on before this fight, and just in general. There we go. See, it's a windmill.
Your faces are known to me, but I did not know that you would one day kill my sister. Miluda deserved a better death. They did not even send proper knights to kill her.
She was your sister. I am sorry.
I will not flee before her murderers. I'll avenge Miluda's death or die trying!
So, this is the mission, obviously, where we just have to take out our objective target. We don't need to be worrying about anybody else. And Weegraf there, he's tough. His moveset, he has knight swords. Not like our knight. He has those special knight blade swords where they strike the ground and then an ability comes up. Very, very powerful in this game. Now, we're not going to just throw Ramza in there because that would get him killed. We're going to keep him back a little bit, or he'll just wait right here. I think he'll be fine.
My sister, Tetra. You will set her free.
Your sister? Then you were a Beoulve, yes?
He is not. If it is a Beoulve you seek, address yourself to me.
Yeah, he's just realizing that his guys got the wrong girl.
The girl you abducted is his sister, and neither are connected to me by blood.
So Gregoroth has erred. But surely the girl must hold some connection with House Beoulve.
So you draw no distinction between our house and those who deal with us?
Should I? Well, it matters not. There was no question as to her release. We make no habit of holding hostages. But first, we've a score to settle. You will see her free, if you live to see aught at all.
So yeah, we just need to beat him. Delita's very eager. He's going to go up in there and, hang on.
Lay down your arms, Weegraf. What end will more death serve?
What end did my sister's death serve?
God, it's just, I feel like if we could just sit down and talk to these guys. Miluda, Weegraf here. We would come to an understanding because they seem like alright people. We should be on the same side.
We did not set out to kill her. This quarrel need not be settled by the sword. Let us treat, and persist not in this bloodshed.
You see it not? The reason we hold fast to our steel. What advantage might I hope to enjoy at the treaty table? And who would set a seat for me there? You! Even were it in your power, your brothers would never heed any agreement we might reach.
My brothers do not want this fight. Set down your sword, Weegraf, and they will treat with you.
Ha! No spoony bard could spin a sweeter tale.
I love that because Weegraf knows like there's no way your brothers would agree to that, and even if they did, there's no way we would get to any sort of agreement at all.
You say your brothers do not want this fight? Tears then, for the world you see is one beyond my weary sight. Right then.
Alright, now he's gonna go. Just see how powerful he... Oh no. So North Swine's strike here. It has the potential to just straight up KO a unit, despite how much damage it does. Luckily, it didn't proc there. But that ability, that skill, is very dangerous, especially in the enemy's hands. That's what makes this very tricky, because just one or two of those procs, and that's two of your party members dead already. Oof, that puts you on the back foot. But now it's gonna be our turn pretty soon. And then again, we're just gonna focus fire Weegraf there. Lita's gone twice before our other characters have gone at all. What is going on here? Oh, no, he didn't go twice. Sorry, he was being targeted. I'm dumb. Alright, so now Robert here, our archer. We got aim 5. Straight for him. 100% chance of hitting. 75% synergy. 31 damage. Every day. I'll take it. Spellcaster, Lettuce here. Kind of our MVP. Oh, no, don't wait. Let's fuck that up. Black Mage Thundara. We want to hit him. This will be fine right here. We just want to make sure we don't target Delita. That would be bad. We still want him alive. And then our knight can't really hit Weegraf. I'm wondering if we should just go for the Chocobo instead. Baco? That's an interesting name. I guess we'll address that a little bit later on. Anywho, We'll get him in position, and he has aim as well. And I love it. Look, aim +7, and we're going to go in 4 turns. It's going to one-shot him. Jeez. Just an absolute powerhouse. We'll just do aim +3. Really, it doesn't matter. This might kill the chocobo here, too. Nope. But you're just going to see, like, this is a small sliver of how powerful this knight is going to be later on. Alright, so a good start as far as damage.
You would have me believe my brothers want this war.
Callow child. The hands that guide history's reins are ever black with blood. Think you Dystarg's hand more just?
Do not mock my brothers.
I cut him off there. That's my bad. We're going to get Ramza in there, and I don't think he's going to be able to kill him. Not hitting is hard for a monk, that's for sure. I wonder if Monk's been nerfed a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because Weegraf here is pretty strong. But 28 damage, we will take it.
You fight well, boy.
Yeah, I don't think you need to outright kill him here. You just need to get him to that critical state, where the sprite animation, the characters will like go down to one knee, and I think that'll do.
Miluda, but there is too much left undone for me to lay down my life now.
Weegraf, wait!
Gustav kidnapped Marquis Elmdor for ransom, it is true. But 'twas another pulled the strings. One who furnished the knowledge of when and where the Marquis would lodge along his journey from Limbury. Shall I tell you the identity of this puppet master? It was none other than your lord brother, Dystarg. And he acted with Lord Zalbarg's knowledge, to be sure.
So we already knew they were already kind of behind that plot, but why is really the question still.
Absurd! Why would Dystarg do such a thing?
In the void left by the king's death, the lions will vie for power. Larg the White and Gultana the Black.
So Gultana, he is the cousin of the king, and Larg is the brother of the queen. So the king's health, we already know, is failing, and that is going to leave a void in power, essentially. And Weegraf here is saying that these are the two most politically powerful people in Ivalice. They don't exactly see eye to eye. I think Larg there has obviously the support of the queen. Gultana has the support of the council, kind of like the small council from Game of Thrones, and the council there doesn't like the queen. So that's kind of where that divide as far as the crown is concerned.
Each hopes to learn who may be counted as friend and who as foe. But such things are not so easily read. Far easier to rid yourself of those whose loyalty is uncertain, and install others to rule in their stead. I fear Gustav, fool that he was, tired of our rebellion, and was taken in by the silver tongue of your dear brother Dystarg.
I love how this game fleshes out characters. Like, we're still talking about Gustav, which, you know, you deal with him pretty early on, but you still just get insight into him. You can really feel like he's a fully fleshed out character.
Lies! No Beoulve would do a thing so craven as this!
Do not take my word for it. Judge their actions for yourself. Farewell, young Beoulve.
He just teleports away. We're gonna see that mechanic, or enemies use that mechanic later on.
Coward! You insult my name and flee in the same breath.
How they teleport away, it's just something they do. I feel like it's kind of a plot device. There is the ability to teleport in this game, but it's not just a blink out of an encounter.
Teacher! Teacher! Teacher, where are you?
She's not here. Where have they taken her?
Seems like more of Wheatgraff's crew just do not follow his orders. Kind of a running trend here.
Wheatgraff has lied to us.
Didn't lie.
Come, Delita. We must hurry to Ziekden. Titra is there. I'm certain of it.
Why? Why is this happening? Why, Ramza? Why, Titra?
Really starting to feel for Delita here. Most of the game he's been very stoic, observant, and now you're getting more of an emotional side out of him. And kind of, he's I don't want to say weaker, but he's looking vulnerable. Rightfully so, obviously.
I'm sorry, Delita.
That's it for that battle. That can be a tricky battle, again, because of that North Swine strike, which can KO your units, but you can see there, we're not even over-leveled, and we handled it. So we can just go straight to the last fight here, the finale, the showdown at Ziekden Fortress. Same party setup. This is another tough fight as well. And again, we only get 4 units to place. I'm gonna move Ramza back a bit. We're gonna put our archer up in front. Now, it's very tempting to put 2 characters right here so you can come in through this way, but this is a beautiful map, by the way. This bridge here is very annoying to deal with for the camera. And going this way is not a great idea. Instead, I would place your units over on this side.
My turn, is it?
I'm gonna go with lettuce, obviously, for our damage. And then I'm wondering if we bring Evangeline here, our healer, just in case. Because I don't think we're gonna have much use for Damon getting up and close to anybody. So yeah, we'll go with our healer here. And yeah, I think this will be good here. But remember, I'd put him on the back side of this building as opposed to the side. And then they're just gonna follow around with Ramza and our archer there.
It's time.
There's Titra.
Back whence you came! Quick as shadows, or this one's blood makes crimson snow. Do not think to try my patience. This keep packs such a store of powder as you could scarce imagine.
So they have explosive powder in this universe.
More than enough to deliver the lot of you to the father's keeping should your feet lack proper haste.
The order of the northern sky yields not before the braying of rogues.
Got Zalbag here, that's a good sign. Although I see Argath.
Lord Brother! Argath? Titra!
Delita!
I'll not warn you again. Withdraw at once, or the girl dies.
This changes nothing. Argath, loose your attack.
Yes, my lord.
Oh.
Gods have mercy.
Yeah.
Delita? I'm sorry.
Titra! Lord Commander, more enemies scale the pass. 2 score, mayhap 3. A man of Wheatgraff's look moves among them.
Very well. We go to greet them at once. I leave the rest to you, Argath.
Curse the lawyer!
So let's talk about what the heck just happened there. What Zalbag? That's the brother we like. That's the one that Ramza has a good relationship with, as opposed to Dysark, again, more of an authority figure, doesn't really talk to him like a brother. But Zalbag, he, you know, there's banter there, there's a relationship. You can tell that they like each other, and he just gave the order to Argath there, and then just kind of like pieces out. And I think this makes Zalbag a very interesting character because, yeah, obviously he's already spoken that he's a trustworthy character, right? As in, he's done nothing for us to question him, except for right now. But we also got to look at the position that Zalbag is in, where he's a commander on the battlefield for the Order of the Northern Sky here. So he's responsible for a lot of troops. So it's a little He's very human, I should say, in his depiction here, because you could just look at that and be like, Zalbag, he just betrayed us, but it's not so simple.
Teacher! And where do you presume to go, Deleter?
And then there's this asshole. Now we know where we stand against Argath here.
You whoreson dog!
It is to be a fight, then. I'm only too happy to oblige.
Oh, this one's been coming for a long time.
The gods know I've waited for this.
We have too, I just said that.
Zalbag. Dice Dog. How could you?
Like, are we questioning now, is Zalbag, has he been in Dice Star's pocket the entire time?
Come. I will show you that common blood makes naught but a common man.
We'll deal with the brothers later. Right now, again, we've got a score to settle with this asshole. We got two black mages. That's what I'm laughing about, because black mages are very dangerous. Especially on the enemy side, they seem to just do more damage.
Why did you do it, Argath? What moved your hand?
Your lord brother's orders, Ramza. What else?
That's 100% true. We just saw Zalbag give the order.
Would you have had us kneel before them and offer up the order's honor in exchange for the life of some common wench?
She was Deleter's sister!
Is it not time you awoke to the fact that we are different from them? They are of lesser birth, and so meant to play lesser roles in life. Such is the nature of fate, Ramza. That commoner and his sister ought never to have been here at all. Had they been with their own kind, supping on broth of bean, she would yet live.
This is the second time they brought up broth of bean. I need to look that up after this.
My turn.
Oh, Ramza gets to go first. Sweet! Alright, we're just going to buff our speed. We're not going to go in there because Argath is dangerous. Those black mages are also dangerous. So we're going to chill back here.
Stronger.
We'll wait it out. Luckily, oh, I love how quick white mages are. We only have Cure and Raise. Don't have Protect yet. That's fine.
What of you, Ramza? Why do you now raise arms against us? 'Tis naught short of treason. You would turn your cloak and name yourself a traitor to the Order of the Northern Sky.
This has to like completely dumbfound Argath why Ramza is sticking to his friend, because Argath here, again, he came from a family that was once had like high reputation, and he has been scratching and clawing his way to redeem that, doing whatever is necessary, because I feel like a nightmare scenario for Argath would be to be like a commoner, be thrown down to their class, and instead of, you know, holding on to his noble, you know, status, because to him, being noble is everything. You know, that means you have potential for power. You have control over your life. You have control over others. And to be common, you got none of that. And that just, I think, would scare him. And that's what he's sitting here talking to Ramza about. What are you doing with the leader? Why do you care so much? They don't mean anything.
But the Order would never forgive what you've done.
Does your naivety know no end? How ironic is fate that one such as you would be born a Beoulve. Despite the privileges the name has afforded you, you would forsake duty and tarnish the honor of your house. Mayhap it is because you are youngest, and bastard-born besides. Yet it brings bile to my throat. 'Tis a mockery that you're a Beoulve.
Sorry, I skipped over his dialogue there.
My turn.
I got an itchy trigger finger here to just shut this guy up. Rent Shield. Oh, okay. So he has knight abilities with a crossbow, meaning he can break equipment
Right then.
from range. Very powerful combination.
Come on.
For the enemy, that is. For our knights,
Make
hang
your
on.
peace with the gods, Argath. You die by my hand. Leave it to me.
But knights for us I don't usually like to break equipment because I don't want to ruin in case you want to steal it or something like that. Instead, I like to break their stats instead, as in nuke their physical, their speed, and their magic stats to basically make them absolutely useless. That's why I think knights are so powerful. I don't necessarily want to break equipment because if it's really good, you'd rather just steal it. Woo! Look at it. Look at where our archer can go. Hell yeah. I wonder if this will be out of range. But nope. Oh. Glorious. We are just safe to reign in aim 5. Basically kill this white mage. Almost. We'll get there. One more shot though. One more hit and they should be done. Our black mage not into the mix yet. That's fine. We're gonna cast Blizzard. On Ramza. Oh! I tell you, dude, black mages, they're dangerous. So, that's why, this is exactly why we brought our white mage. It's going to raise, Ramza has an 87% chance. We really want to get her faith up past 70. We'll work on that later.
This is going well.
Oh, you know what else? Our arrow didn't do as much damage because that black mage casted before our shot went off. On your feet, soldier. Here we go.
Victory is mine.
Now they're all going to focus on Delita. But what's nice about Delita in this encounter is, even when he goes down, he just gets back up. He's essentially invincible. I feel like these black mages really want to go for my 69 damage. Nice. This time around, we're gonna hit them before they get that cast off. Alright, so if we can do an aim 1. I'll do 35, okay. Best we can do for right now. Question is, let's go to our magic and then, okay. I was gonna see if we could get a fire spell off before she cast. I could hit her though. I could just run up there and just punch her. What weapon do I have? I have the Thunder Rod. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this should do it. So regular attack, 8 damage. Wow, is that going to be enough? I don't remember.
The light fades.
Nice. Okay, we just saved Ramza's life.
My birth was not of my choosing, nor the burdens that come with it. Of such, you ought know.
Spare me the bleating. You are no sheep. You are a Beoulve, self-chosen or not. Yours is a line of champions, of lords among men. To do great deeds is your destiny, and your duty as well.
He's our enemy, right? But Argath is sitting here being like, almost like a hype man, also for Ramza, telling him like, how great his life is, essentially, and like what he can do, and how free he is just because of his name.
Much is there that cannot be done save by your hand. It falls to you to see it so, to act where we cannot. Yet by the same token, you have choices. Ones that are denied your lessers. For your name brings great wealth and influence both. If you only embraced them, nary a thing would be beyond your reach.
Again, it's like such great writing because what Argath is saying is kind of true. But just his tone, his delivery. God, hate this guy.
Yet what should you do instead but squander your gifts, while I must grasp at scraps that come tumbling? Speak not to me of burdens.
Mayhap you speak true, but I will not be made a puppet.
You? A puppet? Don't be absurd. The puppets stand before you, Ramza. Long have we danced for House Beoulve, that it might reign on history's stage. A dance that serves our ends, to be sure. Indeed, the Beoulve name is our shield behind whose aegis we've long thrived. It is the way of things. People are used and use others in turn. How do you think you came to be where you are? You are loath to be used, yet you fain use others, even your so-called friend, Delita.
What do you mean? Delita?
Speak not to me. When I said I'll not be used again, I meant by you as well.
Is like, has Ramza been using Delita? I don't think so. I mean, maybe in the eyes of others, but we know that they actually have like a brotherhood.
I was a fool to think we were friends. In the end, you can be no different from the likes of Argath or Dystarg. And when Argath falls, my vengeance turns on you, Ramza. I'll tear it all down. First, House Beoulve, then the entire kingdom.
So Delita's kind of lost it. He's seen red. He's going berserk.
Delita, let us talk. Please.
It's time.
Everybody's distraught here. Nobody's having a good time. Ramza here. What do we want to do with you? We want to inch closer because we definitely want to get to Argath. I'm just wondering, should we do Aura Blast on this knight? I really don't want to worry about these knights. They're kind of just meat shields in the way. Really, the target is Argath, so I think just keeping Ramza topped off. We have a healer, so instead we're just going to use Tailwind.
I can do this.
And then we are going to just move up a little bit, even our distance a bit. Our white mage can definitely get a little bit closer, and we're going to heal Ramza. Perfect. See, they'll keep targeting Delita. Delita will keep getting back up. I love when game mechanics also synergize with the story. Like, in this moment, Delita would be like absolute monster mode. So it's appropriate in game mechanic wise. He just doesn't go down. Oh, that's a chunky hit, and we did not proc Potion.
You play the White Knight, but I'd have fed panthers on the plain had you not seen some use in me.
So we saved him. And in this part here, if you don't save him, he will have a different piece of dialogue for you, but it doesn't change the outcome.
Don't be absurd. I would never turn my back on 1%.
Then you'd best learn to start. Many a trap-sprung lion would sooner have his savior for a meal than for a friend. My turn.
So either way, it's a lose-lose situation as far as like Argath will not appreciate the fact that you saved him. There goes our black mage, which happens to be our very strong character. Oh, we brought that white mage. This is why, because I knew this fight. There's a lot of damage that goes out during this fight. The other black mage their black mage. We gotta slowly start whittling down. Luckily, our archer is in the perfect spot. And again, 100% accuracy. Nobody's touching him up there. What do we want to do with Ramza? We can actually ensure that we kill this black mage. So that's what we'll do. Get up close. Punch him once. And then that archer shot should arc over us. Now if it was a crossbow, might be a different story. Can we raise from here? No, gotta get one step closer. Let's pick up our good friend, the mage, or black mage. 83%, 40 health. Let's do it.
My turn, is it?
Destroy helm. Gosh. I think he's a monk. He doesn't have a helmet anyways, but knights and enemy thieves can be very annoying in this game because thieves will steal your equipment and knights will break it. So if at any point they break a piece of equipment you don't want to lose, hit that start button, go to retry. Let's finish off the black mage. Done. Bonk.
Time to meet
okay. Our black mage might be out of commission here. Oh, they're gonna go for my white mage. I don't think they have a shield. No.
Huzzah!
Come on.
Argath is the first, he might be the only boss in the game that has the reaction ability auto potion. This is when, as a kid, I was like, huh, that auto potion reaction is pretty dang good. Like, if it procs right now, we're gonna only end up doing one damage to him. But you can see that Argath's bravery there is only 32, meaning I think he has a 68% chance of having auto potion proc. So not great. And if he had higher bravery, that reaction is just much better. Our bravery obviously is in the 60s and 70s, which is a lot better. Now, are we going to be able to raise our black mage before she gets hit again? No. Actually, just better if we use... Just get a little experience and then maybe go up here. I don't think the knights can actually climb up here because they don't have very good jump.
It's time.
And then Ramza here. Again, we're just gonna focus fire Argath. 28 damage. Oh gosh, it's not great. We need more damage. Alright. Didn't have that proc. Good.
Surprise.
Here we go. Alright, he didn't get either one auto potions there. That's good. That's really good. And the thing about the enemy knights, they break stuff, but other than that, they're just really something you can easily avoid. And they don't ever, I would say, go to the full buildcraft side to making knights just absolutely monsters. Like we're gonna do with ours. Just keep aiming. Keep shooting Argath here.
Right.
We gotta full-on kill him. That's what I'm talking about. This little bridge spot, very hard to see where you're going. Alright, good hit here. Even if he procs auto potion.
I'll handle this.
Alright, and we still have another turn. We're essentially just making sure our black mage hasn't done anything this time around. But we're essentially just making sure our black mage doesn't go crystallized at this point. So in the meantime, we'll just heal our white mage. They're completely safe right there. And then they're gonna kind of be just a pocket reser for, unless this does it.
Better than this.
No, okay. Should be Ramza here, and that should be it. Easy peasy. Yeah, so this is it. Wish we could see it, but again, I told you, it's terrain in this map. Beautiful map. Not the best for a camera.
No. Not at the hands of milksop shells.
I guess this is his other, like, nightmares, the fact that he's defeated by people he sees as lesser.
I am better than this. Better than you all.
See you, Argath. Now the question is, what's going to happen between Delita and Ramza here?
I'm sorry, Delita. What was that? The powder!
There's powder in there.
Delita! We must away!
Oh, Ramza just takes one right to the face.
Delita! I had lived my life the only way that I had known. But when the pillars of that life came crashing down, I did not stand by and watch them fall. I turned and walked away.
We'll talk about that when I know we're at a safe point. Oh, okay, so Delita's gone. We know Delita didn't die there, but you gotta ask yourself, how did he survive that, you know? Got an achievement. So, now we're back at the beginning of the game, the prologue.
What is it, Ramza? Do you know him?
Now, this is where we're going to stop, because we just finished chapter 1, but we're back at the beginning now, and look at, we got an updated version of Ramza's sprite model. This is probably my favorite version of him, but that scene there, that fight, man, it just hits every time, and I think that's just a testament to how Final Fantasy Tactics is a timeless game. The art style, the sprite work, it's just going to look good forever. So that scene in there, it always hits really well. The ending there, you know, we had Delita's life basically get shattered with his sister dying, realizing that he's being used by nobility, or at least he thinks he is. He thinks Ramza's also using him. Ramza's life gets shattered there because he realizes his brothers may not be the people that he thinks they are, and then obviously his relationship with Delita was ruined. I mean, he thought Delita was dead. He looked dead. We don't know how he got out of that situation there, but really, that's what that ending is. It's just the world's just crumbling, and now it's going to be a question of, okay, now that their world's crumbled, how are they going to grow from that? So that's sort of what we're going to delve into going forward. So that is the end of chapter 1. That's the end of this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Comment on anything below. And yeah, I'm going to get on to recording the next part. So I will see you then. Peace and take care.